All right, so how do you get your health back on track after decades of sitting at a computer for 12 hours a day? This is something that I'm really passionate about because this was my story, right? I didn't work out consistently for 27 years. I was 18 when I first got in shape, 3 months at university, and I was training with this guy who was in the year above me, and he was massive. He was absolutely huge. And I got in shape. Like I was quite fit. Like I was taking all the protein shakes and all these stuff, and I was reading Muscle and Fitness magazine every day. And I was just immersed. I was obsessed. And I spent all my money that I'd saved up the summer before on food. And I didn't have any money at the end of the time. And I went to America, and I went to summer camp, and I lost all my gains. Like I had mostly chest gains because I wasn't hitting my legs, because the guy who trained me, he wasn't hitting his legs, but I had mostly chest gains, and I lost all my gains. Lost all my muscle because I was a soccer coach at summer camp in America. Came back to England, and I didn't have a mentor then. Went back to university for a bit, and then I realized that, oh shit, like it's actually hard now. I don't have anyone in my corner. I don't have anyone coaching me. And so I just kind of like just gave up, and then started working more, met my mentor, and then went to Thailand. And then, I started working a lot more, started doing all-nighters, started eating late, and I started putting on a lot of weight for me, like to the point where I couldn't see my abs at all, right? And then that continued for the next, 7 years until I was 27 years old, or 26, 27. And then I met one of my friends who, came to my town, and then he basically dragged me into the gym. And then he was like, hey man, like, let's fucking work out. And I was like, I got work to do. I don't want to do this shit. And he's like, bro, let's go. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like he was like jacked, like super ripped. And he was older than me as well. And, I was just inspired, I was inspired to exercise after him helping me, and he was training me in a gym. And then I realized that, oh wow, this is actually making me feel good. I feel way better. I feel more confident because I'm doing the hard things and I'm getting the results as well. And so I started following what he was doing in the gym, started following what he was doing outside the gym, and I started getting results. And then I, over time, refined it into my own system that was manageable for my schedule after he left. And then I started posting my results online, and people started saying,
wow, Aaron, you're getting in shape, man. This is amazing. Like, you're getting shredded, you're getting ripped.
And then I was like, wow, yeah, I am. Like, fuck yeah. Like, and I've distilled it into just 3 days a week. It started out with 5 days a week, and now it's just 3 days a week, because 3 days a week is all you need. And so that was how I got my start. Now, why am I telling you that story? Well, it's because if you're right now not working out consistently, it's because of your environment. My environment at the time, there was no one around me who was fit. No one who I thought, you know what, that guy's in great shape. I want to go and work out of him. I want to be like him. I want to be fit like him, because health and fitness is a massive part of your life. Like that's the foundation to everything, right? But there was no one in my life who I saw as a role model, right? And that's the first problem. Like everyone around me was, I didn't look up to them in this department of life. And so that was the biggest thing. When my friend came to hang out with me, there it was right in my face, like, fuck, this guy is like fucking ripped, like he's jacked, like he's fit, he's healthy, like, fuck, I don't feel as good as him. And the bonus of those attributes is how you feel. Like when you have muscle, like when you work out consistently every week, it does something to your brain. Like you just feel on fire. Like you feel so sharp, you feel way more confident, and way more satisfied with yourself, and in your body you just feel much better. And that feeling, that energy just permeates into everything you do. And so everything in your life gets better as a result of consistently, eating the right foods and training, resistance training, like weight training or body weight training every single week, 3 times a week. And you just feel amazing. Like it's a very, very simple solution, but how did I make that transition, and how do you make that transition from sitting behind your desk, right, to go ahead and stepping foot in the gym 3 times a week, for example, and then also dialing in your nutrition to where you're ordering foods every week for the week and everything's dialed in? How does that transition happen? Well, my experience in the last 5-6 years doing this and coaching clients all around the world, it's because of the mindset. Like the shift that you need to make is not, oh, I'm just going to go to the gym. Like, no, that it's a mindset shift, because you can muster up the willpower to step foot in the gym once, right? But to do it consistently, it's not just willpower, because willpower runs out, as we all know. So it's about the mindset, right? You need to shift that, the perspective, how you're looking at it. And first of all, it's the environment, okay? So what environment are you in right now? Who are you listening to every day? Is it just purely business stuff? Like, are you actually paying attention to your health, or are you just focus on business, right? And my experience has been like, the more you just focus on business, like, yeah, business might improve, but it would improve way faster once you actually focus on your health and focus on dialing in your nutrition and your workouts. And this is something that people just don't do. Like, they don't do it, and they wonder why they're feeling all these aches and pains every day. Right? Like,
oh, on my back. Oh,
like I used to have back pain before I started working out, and I still like sometimes get back pain now. But that's like emotional shit. It's not to do with the workouts. But before, I had like really crippling back pain, and it was just because I was weak. And my lower back was just weak. I wasn't exercising it at all. Like my hip flexors was just super tight because I was sitting down every day. And yeah, how you make the transition is really just understanding that in 10 years from now, your body is not going to just magically feel better. If your body feels shit now, guess what? In 10 years from now, it's going to feel even shitter. Think about that. In 10 years from now, if you have aches and pains right now, in 10 years from now, your body's going to feel even worse. And that is something that I cannot tolerate. I'm not going to accept that for myself, right? Like, if I know in 10 years from now, my body's going to feel worse, if I don't do anything about it today, I'm going to do something about it, because that price is not worth paying, right? The cost of that is not worth it to me. The price of getting rid of that future cost is worth it. That costs me 10 grand right now, and I don't have to feel all this ridiculous back pain and hip pain and knee pain in the future. I'm going to pay that right now to get rid of that. And the reason why people don't do that is because they don't think in the future. I wasn't thinking in the future when I was 27. I was thinking, fuck, I don't want to do this. I was just short-term mindset. It's like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym today. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that, and in 10 years, you go for a hip replacement or something because your joints don't work, because you're not moving them. You're just sitting at a chair all day. And so that, for me, was unacceptable, right? But I was never made aware of that until I saw an example, right? So this is what I'm trying to be for you, an example of, hey, if you don't get this sorted now, it's not going to get better in the future. That's just the truth. Like, I'm not making shit up here. I'm just telling you how it is, right? And knee replacements, hip replacements have become commonplace in America, worldwide, but they should not be common at all. Like, we should be very functional, mobile humans. But because of society and how it's conditioned us to like sit at our desk and work and all this stuff, like, I'm sitting down right now, but as soon as this video is done, I'm going to stand up, stretch and stuff, right? So this is what I'm talking about. Like, how I made the shift and how you can make the shift is by getting around people that have the results that you want, right? First step. Second step is to get some awareness on your limiting beliefs around being healthy, getting in shape. Like, what do you believe to be true about this? For example, for me, before, I used to believe that people that are healthy and are in shape, they live in the gym, they spend 2 hours every day in the gym. And I'm not willing to do that because I have a life. They don't have a fucking life. So they're spending all their time in the gym. That's not me. And that story kept me out of the gym for 9 years, eight years, right? From 19 to 27. And so the reason I share that is because there's always a story, right? There's always a story that we're believing to be true, that's not true, which is keeping us from doing the thing. So right now, if I told you, hey, tomorrow morning, get on your boots, get on your shoes, and go for a 2-mile run. If you're currently not exercising, you're going to have something to say about that. And whatever you say to that is a story that you've created in your mind. And that's why you're not doing the thing, right? So why am I not doing the things I want to be doing? I know I should be doing, because I have a story that I've created in my mind that's stopping me from doing it. Like a bullshit story, right? So the only thing that's stopping you from getting from where you are to where you want to be is a story, or I would say your environment and habits, okay? And the right people around you. Because if you're around people like me every day, proximity is power. My belief system about working out, exercising, mobility training is going to rub off on you, and you are going to get the results. You spend a week with me and you'll see how I see the world differently when it comes to health than most people. And you will start adopting those same worldviews and you will start getting the results. So I think it's a lot about environment. I've seen people here in Bali, like I saw one guy, my training partner at jiu-jitsu, he lost about 100 pounds in a year and a half. How did he do that? Well, first of all, he started training jiu-jitsu, right? He started getting active, right? That's a big part. And the second of all, he changed his nutrition, right? He was a vegan for about 20 years, changed his nutrition, started eating nutrient-dense food, weight just started dropping off, like melting off, like he's a completely different person now. And that was because he was putting himself in an environment, like the environment he put himself in was all the healthy people in Bali, basically. Well, I mean, most people in Bali are healthy, right? But at my gym, like everyone's like in shape, right? So he put himself in that environment, and at the start it was uncomfortable for him. But then he grew and grew and grew, and the more he just started soaking up the knowledge, started soaking up how we see the world, you know, what we do on the weekend, like we're active, you know, we're going hiking, we're doing all this stuff. Like he started seeing it, started doing it, and then go figure, he started getting the same results as us, right? So every principle in life is the same, right? Like if you want what you say you want, what other people have and you want, you need to get around them. Proximity is power. That's why I'm a big proponent on environment. Okay, getting around people like myself. If you want to get healthy, you want to stay healthy for the rest of your life. Like people like me have figured it out. So why wouldn't you connect with someone like me or someone, you know, whoever you vibe with? Some people may not vibe with me, but if you vibe with me and you really want to get this area of your life handled, I can help you do this. Like I have the habits down, nutrition dialed in, workouts dialed in, specific for you, like custom workouts, whatever you need, right? Like I've been spending thousands and thousands of dollars on my own education just so I can lead people like yourself to a better place, so you can feel better in your body, so you can have better relationships with your family because you'll be less stressed, you know, more energized, more positive, more confident, and also just be around longer on this planet so you can enjoy life as much as possible, right? So when we go for a hike, you won't be the one saying, oh, you know,
I can't, I'm too out of breath.
Like you're going to be fit and healthy and able-bodied to do things that you want to do, and your body won't be the inhibitor to that, right? That's the key. So how do you make that switch from being at the desk to getting in shape? It's simple. Get around people who are already doing it, like I did. The guy, my friend, came to hang out with me, and then he showed me a better way, and then I opened my eyes, because before I was kind of like this, and then I saw for the first time, like, wow, all these benefits that I never even realized I could have. Like, wow, my actual business can improve because I feel better every day because I'm taking care of me. And I'm having more confidence in myself. My whole life changed. Like I started traveling more. I started, you know, dating more, and I started, you know, making more money. And this all happened because of how confident I felt in myself. And so your life can change very fast once you get around the right people. And I'm inviting you to book a free call if you want to understand exactly how we can help you move from where you are now to where you want to be, and what's standing in the way, and get rid of those limiting beliefs, implant them with some empowering beliefs, and also give you a plan, give you a strategy that's going to work for you and your situation. That's going to be easier to implement with your current lifestyle, okay? So if you want that, go ahead and access your free call below, or go to callwithaaron.net, and I'll speak to you on the next video, okay? My name is Aaron, and yeah, like and subscribe. Talk to you soon.